On something, then please send us an email, lauren@improvuk.com. This is Lauren on the World. Hello and welcome to Lauren Harries on the World. I'm Patrick Hansen and this is Lauren Harries. Hello.
Hello.
Have you had a good week?
Really good week.
That's good. Now, last week was our first I'm just going to take these off. Last week was our first podcast, and I asked you a couple of questions for the stories that were affecting people in the news today. So we're going to do it all over again now. I've got some new stories for you. You don't know what these stories are. And it's completely improvised. I don't even know what I'm going to ask. And some breaking news has literally just come in as well, so we'll be going through that. All of the news stories and things that we get will be off Sky News and Digital Spy and CNN and all that kind of thing. So, Lauren, anything you'd like to say before we start?
Will we be talking about my show?
Well, we might. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. It's not to do with that at the moment, but we will talk about your new show later. Now, first of all, we are going to talk about. Well, is there anything you'd like to start talking about? First of all, give you a chance.
Yeah,
Have you seen anything in the press?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Ooh, that's quite topical for you, Lauren.
I know,
isn't it? Lady Gaga. What does you want to say? Because she was on the Brits recently, wasn't she?
I loved her outfit.
What, her outfit?
Her outfit.
Yeah, well, it was interesting.
No, it was just my sort of thing.
Yeah, but would you be seen walking down the street with this?
No, but then again, she wasn't. She was in the Brit Awards, wasn't she?
Well, if there's any listeners from America who haven't seen the Brit Awards, then please do Google search Lady Gaga and the Brits and see the picture of what can only be described really as lace curtains. Like from the 70s and 80s when you have lace curtains, so you can see out, but people can't see in.
No, it was art.
No, it wasn't art. It was lace curtains wrapped around it.
It was art.
Well, I'll tell you what. The next time you wear a hat made out of lace curtains, then we'll see what happens.
It wasn't.
Right?
It wasn't. No.
It was. Oh, brilliant. Well, that's good. That's good. It wasn't. No. Great. Now, first of all, we'll start with quite a serious story. It's been going on for quite a few years now. Madeleine McCann. Now, obviously, it's a horrible story. Madeleine McCann went missing. Basically, they've been talking about the disappearance, and they don't want the police to give up on the search of Madeleine McCann. And also, a ban has been placed on them writing a book. Now, do you think, first of all, I mean, obviously it happened a couple of years ago. What do you think of the whole Madeleine McCann situation? Obviously, it's a terrible time for Jerry and Kate McCann. Did you have any feelings about this when it first happened?
I did, and I think everybody did. Then they felt the same thing. They had their suspicions regarding the parents, which is a terrible thing to say, but we all did, and I did, until I sort of saw them enough times and then realised that they were just grieving parents.
Now, they've obviously made quite a bit of money out of this story over the year or so. Now there's a ban placed on the book of their that they're going to write, which is being banned now. So, I mean, do you think that they should make money out of this?
Well, if it keeps the search for Madeleine going, then why not?
Well, we wish them the best of luck, Kate and Jerry McCann. I say this is from the Sky News website today, which the headline was, Kate and Jerry McCann have welcomed a decision to uphold a ban on a book about their daughter and pleaded with police to continue their search. Something which was in the papers a couple of days ago, Simon Cowell, the god of TV now, isn't he? He has become the person who is the most, probably the most famous person on the world next to Jesus and the Pope.
I know, but don't we need someone new?
Well, no, he just there's nobody else that will do the same things as Simon Cowell does.
Well,
it's cheap. Okay, there is you, but it's just cheap television, it's cheap television, it's easy viewing. Okay, granted, it is getting a little bit too much now. If you watch American Idol and you watch one show on like a Thursday, which is an hour and a half, and then you watch another show the next day, which is an hour and a half, that's 3 hours of your life gone just on Simon Cowell. But he's apparently possibly set to wed now. He's
really?
Going to get married.
Who's he going to marry?
He's getting married to yeah, I knew you were going to ask this. I can't pronounce the name.
It's not Sunita.
No, it's not Sunita. It's Mezhan.
Is she Italian?
Hosseini.
She's obviously foreign.
Well, that's her picture there.
Oh, she looks a bit like Michelle Pfeiffer. Not Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, she doesn't look like Michelle Pfeiffer. From there, she looks a little bit like...
yeah, it's Desperate Housewives.
Yes.
Yeah. Eva Longoria.
Yes, Eva Longoria Parker.
Yeah.
So he's getting married.
That's why he's been smiling a lot then.
Recently. I mean, reality television in general. Obviously, you're going to have something to say on reality television, aren't you, Lauren?
Well, I am a reality star.
That is true. Somebody who's not really a reality star, but just a worldwide superstar, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is set to say sorry for his sex scandal. Now, obviously, he was found out to having a couple of affairs. What do you think that his wife should do?
His wife, well, make sure he hasn't got any of these girls pregnant. That's one thing.
Okay.
And let's just hope, like Jeremy Kyle says, he put something on it, not me.
Okay, thanks very much.
And also Tiger Woods, well, he did too many. He kept thinking of one thing and not enough about his wife and his children. So I hope she screws him to the ground for every penny.
Now, do you know who Tiger Woods is?
Yeah, he's the golfer.
He's the golfer.
Yeah.
Well, he's a very, very rich,
I know,
rich person.
considering he's, using a little ball and making money.
Yeah, exactly. Right, breaking news now. As of 3:18 UK time on Sky News, drunk airline pilot avoids jail sentence. Now, an American pilot who tried to fly a passenger jet from Heathrow while 3 times the alcohol limit has been given a 10-month jail sentence, suspended for 2 years, which means that he's not going to go to jail for this. But he actually went up in a plane. Was going to go in a plane flying passengers from Heathrow. Okay, I don't know where to. Maybe America. Oh, it was American Airlines to Chicago, with 124 passengers and 11 crew members on board, and he was drunk. What do you think what do you think his punishment should have been for that? Do you think it was true that he was let off? Or?
Should have been sacked, shouldn't he?
Well, he should be sacked, really. I mean,
because he put those people in danger.
But this is something which is died down a little bit recently. But a lot of airline pilots have been
alcoholics.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Well, alcohol. Okay, that's a little bit harsh. Alcoholics. I don't know if they are alcoholics, but they were certainly drunk when flying a plane. And to be honest, a plane. Sorry. But to be honest, with everything that's going on at the moment, you're taking your life in your hands, going on a plane.
And you don't. Someone's drinking.
Yeah, you don't really want to think about this. They should
have made an example out of him.
They should have. They should have fired him. But you don't want to go on a plane thinking, is the pilot drunk? Should I worry about that as well? Now, Obama. Obama is in the press again recently. Now, we had your views on Obama last time. This time, though, it's to do with the fact that he met the Dalai Lama.
Oh, yes, what happened with that one?
Now, he's the exiled Tibetan spiritual leader. Now, basically, obviously, I think you know the story about the Dalai Lama.
Yes.
There's 2 Dalai Lamas.
Yes, one that's not real and one that is.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
One of them was kind of not elected, but he was chosen... Okay, bought. He was chosen through the Chinese government, sort of. It's a little bit of a conspiracy, really. And then there's the actual Dalai Lama.
Is that the one he actually met? The other one?
No, he met the exiled one.
Oh yeah, what'd he say?
I haven't read the article. The Chinese side expresses strong dissatisfaction and resolute the opinions about the war as well. So I don't think he's behind it. China demands the US seriously consider Chinese stance. So basically, it was all about obviously the fact that China has taken over Tibet and things like that.
Worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah. Well, do you have any comments about that apart from worst thing that ever happened? I mean, basically China should get out of Tibet, but
yes.
they won't. What do you think that they should do to try and get them out of Tibet?
What do you think they should do? Well, there's a lot of power in the Tibetan people, and they have a lot of magical powers because they're spiritual, and of course Lobsang Rampa came from there. So we know they should use their powers to fight back the Chinese, not using guns or bombs, but their minds. Put their minds together and get rid of them.
Well, thank you very much. Something a little bit more light-hearted now than China's invasion of Tibet. Ashley Cole and Cheryl Cole Now, obviously, they've had their problems in the past. Recently, somebody tried to break into their house. Their £4 million house. That's not bad going,
no,
is it?
it's not.
Almost as good as this house.
Maybe.
So they tried to break in and steal their wedding rings and things like that. Didn't actually happen, but obviously, they've been off and on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that Cheryl Cole should do to Ashley Cole? Because, he has treated her badly, and now she's gone to Los Angeles. I don't know what she's doing there. I think she's recording a new album, but she's texting him now. So what do you think she should do?
Cheryl, leave him. Dump him. He's no good for you. You've got enough money. You don't need him. Your acts are suffering because of him. Yes, when you're one of the most famous women in the world, dump him, find somebody who really loves you.
Well, there we go. I think that's a good way to end this, Cheryl. You've listened,
yeah.
You've heard, now act. Thank you very much, Lauren.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to say to the listeners before we go for this week?
Just be positive and have a good weekend.
Okay, be positive, have a good weekend for myself as well.